In the next few videos, we will talk about the remaining tools in the Tools panel, which are the Fill and Stroke, the Color Fill, Gradient Fill, and No Fill, the Join modes, and the Screen modes. So let's start with the Color tools. The current Fill and Stroke colors are displayed down here in the Tools panel. The filled square represents the active fill color, and the square with a hole inside represents the active stroke color. Changing the fill or stroke colors is really intuitive. All we need to do is to double-click on a fill or stroke square and choose the color from this color spectrum. We can also set specific values for hue, saturation, and brightness right here, red, green, and blue down here, or cyan, magenta, yellow, and key down here on the right. You can also enter the hex code down here if you happen to know the hex code for a specific color. You can also click this Color Swatches button right here to get to choose from color swatches instead of the color spectrum. When working with the fill and stroke colors, there are a few tricks and shortcuts worth knowing. They can really speed up your workflow, and it's a good idea to learn them. For instance, switching colors can be done by clicking this double arrow right here, but it's a great idea to use the Shift plus X shortcuts to do the same. But if you're working on some artwork and you want to quickly just toggle between two colors for fill and stroke, just press the X key on your keyboard. This won't swap the colors, but will allow you to quickly make either the fill or stroke color active. To reduce the current colors to the default graphic style, you can either press this little icon or just press the letter D on your keyboard, D for default. And these small squares down here are responsible for adding solid fill color, gradient, or removing the color. And if you haven't had enough of shortcuts, you can quickly toggle between those kinds of fills by pressing the comma key to add a solid fill color, pressing the period key will add a gradient fill, and pressing the slash key will remove the color. And if you don't want to remember and use all those shortcuts, at least use the slash key to remove the color. This shortcut will come in handy a lot of times. So these are the basic operations and best practices when working with the color tools in the Tools panel. In the next video, we will talk about the Join and Screen modes, so stay tuned.